IREN Millionaire. What is it going to take for you to become an IREN Millionaire? I decided I'm going to make this video this weekend with the current pullback on IREN showing that it is coming into a zone where I would start thinking about nibbling on it, maybe even buying a little more heavily depending on where it goes. And I thought, what would it take to become an IREN Millionaire? So let's go ahead and dive into the charts. Let's take a look at some of their SEC filings and some other market data related to IREN, and let's see where this falls. Okay, so first of all, we have the chart. This is the daily chart, and it is coming back, and it opened underneath the midline here for the double top here, but then it pushed up hard. Now, it did not give me like a super engulfing thing in terms of a super engulfing candle or anything like that today. It did give a pretty powerful move up though, 9.91%, along with a couple of the other miners like Bit Digital that moved up there on Friday. Now, it is still in this aggressive downtrend. It has not gotten above this daily trend line right here, right there. It needs to get above that trend line, this white one here, in order to confirm out of this downtrend, at least the aggressive part of it. It may get less aggressive. It could flag that way and go further down. We'll see. But if it does get below that 1126, I would be looking at it to come even lower on Iris Energy. So let's take a look at their market cap. So currently they're trading at $2.29 billion. Just at the beginning of the year, they were a $290 million company. So they have pretty much 10x'd the value of their company since January. And if we go to the daily chart here and we go back to January, let's see here, they were trading for, at the end of January, beginning of January, not so much, but let's see what the bottom out, where they bottomed out, how high they've gone. They've gone 331% in stock value. Now that is because there was dilution, so they may have 10x in market cap, but the dilution that came through caused it to only be a 331% move on the stock itself, which is still significant for a year-to-date move. That's crazy. So we're trading at 2.29. It's been as high as 2.8 billion. So knocking on the door there of the big boys, IREN is with those movements. Now, it is so that they were going to do what, 30 exahash, something like that. Let's take a look. So this is their investor presentation from Q1 here. Now they're going to be releasing a new one pretty soon, but this is just what we have right now. Anyways, their goal for the end of the year is 30 exahash. Okay, so that's for the end of 2024. They're currently at 10. So they're currently at 10 exahash. Their goal this quarter is 20, and then in Q4 another 10, 30. So 10 each quarter is what they are projecting here. They're also getting into AI. They haven't started yet, but they're going to be getting into AI. So that is also a big pump for the stock, and that did result in that, like the last little big push that we saw out of IREN here is due to that AI push. So they're going to be a significant Bitcoin miner, plus they're going to be doing AI, HPC computing in their data centers. So this has a chance to be a pretty big, significant stock in this space here. So let's take a look at some of their numbers. So to begin with, we know that they currently have, now let me go here. This is from one of their SEC filings. It's an S8 that they filed. You can see here, on May 12th, their outstanding shares was 146,584,41 shares. Now, they have two outstanding ATMs at the moment. One for $500 million that they haven't tapped into, or at least not as of the issue of their latest SEC filings. Okay, so they may not have tapped into that yet. Now they have also 136 million remaining from a previous ATM that they had. So that's a total of $636.6 million dollars worth of dilution still hanging over the heads of Iris Energy investors. So they could dilute a little further in that respect. Now, how much would that be? So it's, what did I say? It was 636.6. They're currently a $2.29 billion market cap. So 636.6 divided by 2,000. There we go, 290. And that is a 27.79 or 27.8% increase in terms of diluting their market cap. So that's be 27.7% more if they diluted right here, right now. And let's just go ahead and assume that they do. Okay, so they're going to add 27% to this. So it's 1.278 basically to their current outstanding shares, which is 146 million. So let's go ahead and take that. So we're going to times that by 146,584,041, and we get 187.334 million shares for IREN. So we're going to go ahead and just leave this right over here for now. That's going to be my calculator that keeps the amount of shares I'm expecting Iris Energy to have. So let's go and look at their market cap. So their market cap is currently at 2.29 billion. Now, we do remember we've done this before where we usually use Mara, especially for these bigger ones. These bigger market cap Bitcoin miners with a lot of stuff going on is the previous all-time high market cap of Mara as kind of a benchmark for where I expect these things to go. So we're going to start with that as well here. And that was $7.59 billion for market cap. So let's go ahead and get our calculators out. And so that, in this case, so if they get to that let's just call it 7.6 billion dollar market cap. That's the previous all-time high market cap of Mara, which is the highest market cap any Bitcoin miner has achieved thus far. So let's just go with that, 7.6. Okay, divided by 187,334,404. I'm not counting that extra little piece there. Let's go ahead and see what that comes out to per share. $40. So $40.56 per share is our expected amount for IREN. Now, how much higher do we think that this thing could go? Well, let's bring up, you know what I like to do. If you've been watching these before, you know I like to do CoinMarketCap, and I like to pick up something like a meme coin, right? And see where they're currently at in terms of their market cap. So let's go ahead and scroll on down. Let's see where Dogecoin is hanging out these days. Well, yeah, Dogecoin. Let's do Dogecoin. Dogecoin, $15.541 billion in Dogecoin. So, all right, so we've got this one. This is our base case. This is the $7.6 billion. So let's go ahead and say that it has the market cap of Dogecoin, which is $15 billion. So 15,541 924,362. All right. That's the market cap of Dogecoin. I don't think it's necessarily going to get that high, but let's just, let's put this as our mid case. Like our base case is about $40. This is going to be like a bull case scenario here with a market cap of Dogecoin. And then we'll go on to something, bigger. So $15 billion divided by 186,334,404. Not found. $82.96 if this thing can just hit the market cap of Dogecoin. Now, if we're going to say that they're going to hit 30 exahash, all right, they're also going to have AI in the business. So HPC computing in their data centers. That's going to be huge as well. We don't currently know how much power, like megawatts of energy, IREN is going to contribute to its HPC side of the business. What we do know, for Bit Digital, it increased their market cap somewhere in the $200 to $300 million range. For a company like Applied Digital, which is still a pretty small AI, business, a data center, they have 800 million, almost $1 billion market cap. So we could, have $1 billion of this market cap just being AI or more, to be honest. CoreZ has been getting a huge amount of market cap from its AI side of the business. So just by integrating CoreWeave, right? So, we could be seeing this base case here of $40 just, coming out of the AI side of the business, because as we know from interviews with the CEOs, that HPC is something like 10 times more profitable than mining Bitcoin, at least at the moment. So they are very much going to be putting in a decent amount of their capital into some. It's not like all of it, of course, but a good amount of it. So we got a base case, right? $40.56. All it has to do is reach Mara's previous all-time high market cap. $82.96 if it reaches Dogecoin's current market cap, which is heavily down from what it was just a few months ago. Just a few months ago, it was $25 billion. So, yeah, Now let's take a look and see. Back to the crypto. We're going back to the crypto. Let's take a look here. Let's say it does something like XRP. XRP is a crypto that I'm gonna offend some people here, but it's pretty sleepy. Doesn't do a lot. I do hold some XRP, but like honestly, every day I think about selling it because it's just such an underperformer. Anyways, $26 billion for a wildly underperforming crypto. And we're talking about a business that doesn't do AI, that doesn't produce Bitcoin, that produces very little actually of anything really tangible. At this time, it doesn't mean that it couldn't do more, but at this time, it's really doing very little tangible anything. So let's go ahead and say that IREN were to meet XRP's previous or current, sorry, current market cap. Let's get these all. There we go. That's good. Of $26 billion. So if we do 26, we're just going to do 26 billion flat. Okay. Divided by 187,334,404. And we end up with $138 per share. So these are our three different cases here, right? We've got $7 billion, which is our base case, $7.6 billion, which is our base case, is the Mars previous all-time high market cap. We've got the Dogecoin market cap at $15 billion, which honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin miners were to double that previous all-time high market cap for Mara here pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if a few of them did, especially with what is coming for Bitcoin. And then going even higher than that, like ultra bull case, Bitcoin hits $300,000, everything is the best it could possibly be. $26 billion for IREN, potentially. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice or suggestion advice to hold any asset whatsoever. Especially these ones is purely for entertainment, purely for like a thought experiment of what could this do. So if we wanted to be a millionaire with any of these, so we're going to start with the base case, $40 base case. So how many shares would we need of IREN to become a IREN millionaire? So 40.56, let's go 7. You're going to need 24,648 shares. So if we go with the current price of $12.31 to get there, we're going to be, it's going to be a lot. But let's see what it would be. So 24,648 times by 12.31. 1231. All right, let's see. $303,000, a little over that, and 416. So $303,416 in order to become an IREN millionaire if it only hits $40 and you buy right now. But if we go to the chart, I'm not buying right now. Because honestly, IREN needs to prove to me that even under stress, that it can hold above $10. That's what it needs to prove to me. So let's just get all these up. And currently, it is not. Well, currently it is proving that to a certain extent, but it's not like doing it like super amazingly. So you can see over here on the chart, so get rid of the $40.56. You can see on the chart over here that I'm looking for it, if it breaks this, to come down to $9.67. Ideally, support is down at $8. If I bring up my indicator here, yeah, the bottom of the average true range bands on the daily is 967. If we go to a weekly chart, I bet you it's down to the other one. Yeah, the weekly chart, the midline here to even remain bullish is 871. 871, if it comes here and continues on up on the weekly, it's still bullish. So I would be looking around that area between 967 and $8. That's where I'm looking to pick some up. That's where I personally want to get some. So let's just say that. Okay, so we need 24,648 shares. Okay. And we were to pick it up, let's say we picked it up right there at 871. I'm sure some people could probably already do this in their head. 24,648. $214,684 that you would need to become an IREN millionaire on the base case that we got here to get your 24,000 shares. So let's go ahead and go to the next level here. So let me go bring that up. That was 80 something dollars, $82. So we had $82. 1 million divided by $82.96 is 12,054. Now, if you bought at the current price of 1231. So 12,054 times by 12.31. Whoops. 12.31. You're looking at $148,384 in order to potentially be an IREN millionaire, assuming IREN goes up to that $82 range that we were talking about for the mid-range bull run case, like a bull, like, mid bull case. $148,000. Now, let's say we wait and it comes down to this center band on the weekly average true range band, which is down to $8.71. So 871. All right. And we need 12,000 of these bad boys. So 12,054. You only need $104,909 invested in IREN at 871, which is a very reachable goal here on the average true range bands. It is likely to come back to at least near that area. And even if it goes that far down, it is still bullish on a weekly chart. Remember that. Even if it comes all the way down to $8.71 from $12.31, it is still bullish on the weekly chart. Anyways, $104,990 you would need to become an IREN millionaire, assuming IREN reaches $82.96, which is the mid-bull case, and you're able to pick up those shares at $8.71 on the way down right now as it comes down, assuming it comes down. It may not come that far down, but it very well could. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to, I'm saying it could. All right, let's go to the ultra bull case is $138.78. So we had $1 million. You're going to divide that by $138 and 78. Let's do 79 since it's 89. 7,205 shares. How many shares would you need if the ultra bull case happens, like the best case scenario occurs for IREN? It goes up to $138 in the Bitcoin bull run, and you're sitting on 7,205 shares of this thing. You're a millionaire. So how much money would you need right now if you were to buy enough shares in that scenario to become an IREN millionaire? You're going to need $88,693 to become an IREN millionaire in the ultra bull case scenario. It gets up to that $26 billion mark, which is the same market cap as XRP right now, which is one of the slowest moving cryptos in the space right now. All right, $88,693 if you were to pick up 7,205 shares of IREN right now and become an IREN millionaire at that ultra bull case of $26 billion market cap in this bull run. Okay, so let's take a look. 871. 871 is our mark. That is my personal goal. I want to see it hit 871, and I'm going to kind of go in with both hands on it there. So 871 times 7,205. Now, I'm definitely not going to have enough money to do this, but 62,000, actually, well, maybe $62,755, slightly more than 1 Bitcoin worth of money in order to become an IREN millionaire in the ultra bull case scenario of $138.79, which would be a $26 billion market cap on IREN with full dilution, full current dilution, of course. And you pick those shares up at $8.71 on the downswing right now, you would only need $62,755 worth of IREN to become an IREN millionaire if everything went right. Now, we know not everything goes right. We know it's hard. We know at 871, most people aren't going to buy. I promise you, I'm going to buy. I'll buy some there. I've been watching this for a while. I will buy some there. Will you? Let us know in the comments. Do you have what it takes to become an IREN millionaire? Do you already have enough shares to become an IREN millionaire? Were you picking up? Were you shopping down here at $4 or even all the way down here at $2.78? Back in November 2023. I mean, as early as December 2022, it was $1.13. You would have only needed $7,000 invested in IREN to become an IREN millionaire in the bull case scenario, the ultra bull case scenario that I had there. I mean, you would have only needed what, $80,000 invested in IREN at that bottom there in 2022 in order to become an IREN millionaire in the mid case, like the mid bull case that we presented here today. So do you have it? Let us know. What are your IREN bags looking like these days? Do you have an IREN bag? Are you waiting to pick up an IREN bag like I am? currently? Let us know in the comments. And with that said, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and have a profitable day.